Hello everyone and welcome to Athena Games. We've got another fly night for you tonight on the very, very chilly, it seems, 1st of November. So obviously we've made ourselves through Halloween and we've got a few tricks up our sleeve this evening. In the booth alongside myself, David Lincoln, for this first game tonight is Max Bull.
Hello.
We were together just a couple of weeks ago as well, so it's nice to have you, have you in it again.
For the Guns of Hyrule unboxing.
Yes, indeed. So we've got a couple of games for you tonight, and the first one will be getting underway shortly. It's between Elliot Baker and Mick Ford. It's quite an interesting little matchup here.
Yeah, it's a couple of odd lists.
It kind of feels like the unstoppable force against the immovable object. Kind of has the feel that's going on here.
A little bit.
So
you've got Mick Ford flying a list he's used quite a lot and knows exactly what he's doing with. It's 4 Pilot's Guild 1 Wookiees with Wookiees in them.
Yes,
so that's
Wookiee boats with Wookiee commandos.
With Wookiee commandos, all at Pilot's Guild 1, just 4 of those.
But they've all got 9 hull apiece. They can go for a little while.
9 hit points each.
But going up against it, the unstoppable force for you tonight is 2 Phantoms, which you haven't seen a Phantom for a very long time. Elliot's flying both Whisper and Echo alongside Wampa. Whisper is...
They're both kitted out the same, in fact.
Yep. Ooh, there's a handshake going on here, so let's get over...
So, the Phantoms kitted are both... they each have a Tactician, Fire Control System, Expertise, and an Advanced Cloaking Device.
Yep, so here's setup going on here.
So that's going to be... some admittedly unusual Phantom builds, as in neither of them have Veteran Instinct.
Well, they're all taking some big rocks here tonight by the looks of things, so that's going to be interesting. So yeah,
that's definitely something the Phantoms tend to quite like. They can move about really nicely, especially Echo.
Yes, with two banky decloaks.
2 bank decloaks, yeah.
Just to edge around stuff is just so nice.
Yeah, as we saw earlier, on Saturday, the 1 bank barrel rolls on the
Vipers.
On the Vipers, it's much the same thing. Very nice move.
Unfortunately, I didn't actually get to see that game because I had an exam actually on Saturday, but I did see the first game in a bit, and I was a bit gutted when Elliot told me that I didn't get to see the Vipers, so I'll have to watch that one back because it was Mr. Burdett, wasn't it, as well?
Yes, against me.
Oh, yes, I remember that, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a good match. It was a very good match. Very close in the end.
But this is going to be an interesting game.
Absolutely.
Quite close asteroid deployment here.
Yes.
But really, which one does it benefit? Well, I'd say really it's the Phantoms.
More so than the Wookiees. Yes.
Because the Wookiees are probably more likely here going to stick in a block.
I'm not convinced they will. I don't think sticking in a block is their best move against Phantoms. They want to spread out a bit and basically
cover each other.
Because what's going to happen with the Phantoms if they were in a block? Then Elliot just moves the Phantoms behind the Wookiees, and that's getting done. But if he doesn't, and if the Wookiees spread out, and those 180-degree firing arcs who can cover a lot of the board, and basically just deny deny arc dodge. By having so many arcs, you can't dodge all of them.
So what we got? We got Wampa being placed down on the board. So when attacking with Wampa, you may cancel all your dice results. If you cancel a critical result, deal 1 face-down damage card to the defender.
So that's a potential just going straight through all of those Wookiees' defences and just sticking a damage on their hull.
Negating the reinforce, negating any evades.
You do have to roll a natural crit to do so.
It looks like Echo here is the middle one. But Wampa is Whisper is facing towards us here.
Yep.
So let's get these all marked and numbered. Not that it's going to make too much of a difference. Start off with the as he tooks here a little bit.
Well, they are obviously all the same. Now Echo obviously moves very differently to Whisper, and the TIE Fighter is a TIE Fighter, the only one on the board. So easy enough to tell.
Yes. And it's also interesting as well because when we first saw the Phantoms, they had a very much free-for-all, wasn't it, really? They could do their decloak, there's a handshake.
They did their decloak at their manoeuvre.
Pilot skill before they did their manoeuvre.
Yes, that was one of
they
the
had the
first
full information.
One of the first big nerfs that FFG put into the game, moving that to the
before reveal dial step.
Yes, made them a lot more interesting, in my opinion. I do think that made them a bit more
fragile and
they're very fragile. They're very fragile as it is. That's the thing with Phantom.
Actually, to be fair, they're still unpredictable, but they're a different kind of unpredictable.
They're unpredictable, and in the hands of someone who knows what they're doing with them, someone who knows who is used to Phantoms and flies them a lot. They are a force to be reckoned with. The big problem with them is that they are completely unforgiving. The moment you make a mistake with a Phantom, you have a dead Phantom.
Yes.
They will not let you get away with mistakes.
Now, I had a tough time at the UK Team Championships against 2 Phantoms and the Pilot Skill 2 TIE Aggressor. My saving grace was I was able to kill the TIE Aggressor without having to dealing much damage because I was just flying Ketsu Dengar moved I'm
saying comment here saying that not seen a Wookiee anywhere in a local area since it came out, which honestly I think people really underestimated the Azatok. It's a very strong ship.
Well, the funny thing is I've not flown one yet.
They like even these basic ones. I've flown against Mick's list with him flying it a few times, and they punch. You think that because they reinforce all the time that they're not going to have much in the way of offensive, but the Wookiee commandos and the fact that there's 4 of them with 3 red dice.
And they all do exactly the same. They're all kitted out exactly the same. There's no fancy trickery to say this one does this, this one does that.
They have the Wookiee commandos, and the Wookiee commandos are because the Wookiee commandos let you re-roll your focus results on attacks, which the way you actually work out the numbers is effectively a half target lock by the numbers.
Yeah,
half as good as a target lock on average, which, without having to do any actions, means that they do have a reasonable amount of punch, and the reinforce and the fact that they have 9 hit points apiece make them absolutely
ludicrous.
They are so hard to put down. They just take so much damage. You've got
effectively a free evade every single turn.
Yeah. What we have here is Mick has 24 hit points and Elliot has 11. That's a huge difference in the amount of damage you have to put through.
But then on the other hand, potentially with the Cloaked Phantoms, you're rolling a total of 11 defense dice.
Yeah, no, it's there is also obviously that is still a factor.
But then green dice are green dice, and they're fickle unless unless they behave nicely for you. Really. And also it's nice to see you join us, Wojtek, and it's also nice because Ines is actually from Houston, all the way in America, so it's nice to have some international viewers join us tonight as well. I think as a whole, Norwich as a meta or community in terms of a meta, I kind of mostly see there isn't one because we all fly things that we like to fly.
Oh no, there is one to an extent, but it's quite different to if you actually look at what's
actually the meta.
What's the big meta in terms of sort of worlds and the big tournaments like that. It's quite different sort of locally.
Yes.
We never saw sort of a big push on things like Fairship. It was never that popular.
No.
And things like that. Which
Well,
I don't know. It's interesting.
Fairship has taken a bit of a nerf now because of the new FAQ that came out as well.
A bit.
A lot.
Yeah.
I was trying to be tactful.
No, it's going to that is going to change
very soon.
Very well. It's going to change a lot of everything. The list. I think you've got your 2 and your 3 mixed up there.
Yes, I have. That's a good point. Well spotted there,
Yeah,
Max. That could be really interesting.
Where's
that phantom going? It's not decloaking.
Yeah, that's a very 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 strangely shaped TIE fighter.
But yeah, we're actually going to see a little bit of that FAQ in effect here tonight. Actually, in our second match of the evening.
Saying to voice out the triple jumps. They weren't completely absent. There were sort of a couple of people actually did bring them, but they were never. They were never as big around here as they were.
I remember
in the big tournaments.
No, I remember when we had the Athena regionals. It was like 80% of the field was running triple jumps.
That's when you get to a regional, it's going to be quite different to what you're talking about in local meta. Though you're going to get players from quite a lot further afield. In that, it's a much higher level tournament than sort of the casual monthly
or even store championships. Really, at that point as well. Really, I suppose.
Yeah, regionals is just a much bigger sort of thing. But in sort of locally in sort of the small tournaments, 3 jumps turned up sometimes, but they weren't, the biggest thing.
So we've got, they're closing in here at this point.
Yes.
Still probably going to be another turn or two until we have any shooting.
Yeah, probably. Depends how fast Mick pushes those Wookiees. But we can see they're already starting to split up into 2 sets, which I think is absolutely the right call on Mick's part. He needs to spread his firing arcs out, make it really difficult for Elliot to get out of the way of all of them. To make sure he has shots.
I tell you, I really like this Ines guy because he's played some lists with 2 Hawks, 2 Sykes, 2 Hawks and a Y-wing, and even a Star Viper and 2 Kyrexes since Guns for Hire has dropped. Yeah, that is a bit crazy.
That's nice.
Nuts,
I like
it?
that.
I love the Star Viper. I love the Kyrex. A huge fan of the Y-wing.
Yeah, I do. I do like the Star Viper. I would even sort of before the new title came out. I had them on the board sometimes. But this title, those barrel rolls, they're wonderful things,
and how they're so much cheaper.
Oh, the points cost reduction was
huge.
Was vital, hugely important. Like it pays off. It basically pays off your Virago and
auto thrusters.
Auto thrusters or fire control system, either one. I mean, you're taking both most of the time. Well, you definitely. I mean, if you're flying something,
or even if you're
named thing with the Virago, then yeah, you put the auto thrusters on there. Some things might want an advanced sensors rather than a fire control, but
Yeah, no, I think...
And slam bombing's gone. Yeah, slam action bombs. Yeah.
I was having this discussion actually with Elliot earlier. The one thing that that I'm sort of hurt about in there... Yes, okay, I love my Tiny Mind Link. Because I was going to play a remake of my Tiny Aces, which was Guri, Fen, and Talonbane. Yeah, but now you can only play 2 Atanis in a list.
Yes.
That just kills that off the board. And then Genius was another shock. If you use Genius's ability, you have to discard the bomb. So if you're using bomblet generators that way, you don't get it back.
I thought it was just that you couldn't do it when you bumped.
Genius, I think they've wired Genius's ability to change it in terms of if you're using Genius's effect, you have to discard the bomb. I think.
No. It just said you couldn't bump. It's just you can only drop your bomb if you don't bump. Whereas previously you could take your plate skill 10 in, just run him straight into whatever it is, and drop your bomb, and then ignore the damage from your own bomb. But now you can't.
Okay.
I must have read that a little wrong. But, I did only glance through it, to be fair. Anyway.
To be fair, I've not really looked at it too much. I've just been spending a bit of time with Elliot over the last
and
few weeks.
that's a target lock going from... I think at this point, Whisper onto number 4 over there.
Yeah, so Genius is now going to read, sorry, just very quickly. After you reveal and execute a maneuver, if you did not overlap a ship, you may discard one of your equipped bomb cards without the action header. So Bomblet Generator does not have the action header.
No.
And drop the bomb with a corresponding bomb token.
Okay, I missed the discard bit, but you also...
so between us, we had it all between us.
Yeah.
So here's actually a shot coming in here.
That's
3. That looks like, is it 2 hits and a crit? Or is it 3 hits?
Looks like just a 3.
With fire control going
from
on
Whisper into number 4 over there. So that's a long shot. But Whisper is in. Yeah, 1 is going to go away because of the and that's another 1.
So just 1.
Just 1 shield. See what you say? These things. There we go. That's 1 shield off of number 4 there.
Yeah.
And then that cloaks. And because it's Whisper, she also gains a focus token.
Does she? I can't remember what Whisper does. I've not used Whisper.
When after Whisper performed an attack that hits, she gets a focus token.
And it did hit because it got one damage through.
Yes. And then because she's performed an attack, her advanced cloaking device lets her cloak up.
That's a cloak, yes.
So now she's... Yep, that's going to be Mick taking the long shot back onto Whisper. That's... that looks like a hit quit. Reroll into a blank from the eyeball, thanks to the Wookiees. And that's lots of things. Plenty. Yeah.
The one thing I didn't work out until I started going up against the Phantom was like, hang on a minute. They have 4 dice base.
Yeah.
They go against a primary shot at range band 3.
Yeah.
They got 6 dice to defend with. That's also behind a rock.
Yeah.
6 dice.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. They are very hard to hit. That's sort of the point. So let's see. So there's some more. There should be some more shots. No. Huh.
Maybe that one's just outside the front half, but it's one of those...
It may well be just slightly out of arc. It's a little hard to tell.
Yes, from
exactly where. But yeah. Okay. So that first round of shooting cost a single shield.
And as we were saying, there's 9 hit points a ship, so there's 36 hit points in the whole list. So 35 more shots at it, and you're there.
Okay, so on each side, what are you doing here?
You've got to bring Echo in this turn.
Yes.
Probably swinging round the back from where she is now. So using these little tokens as a guide. So here's
Echo. There's Wampu at the back.
So here's Echo. I'm expecting a maneuver that's going to lure it round this way a little bit, really.
Probably, but yeah, Wojtek's right. Whisper does not have good decloak positions right now. She can't barrel roll in either direction, and 2 forwards would land her in front of a rock. That's not a good spot for her to be in. She might just not decloak this turn.
But then, she's not decloaking. She can still do a focus.
Yeah, she can, or evade. They have an evade on the thing, but it does mean that she's not getting an attack. Now, the Wookiees, I think this number 4 one down here wants to turn in between those 2 rocks, and the rest of them come up here trying to create a box.
Yeah.
As much as possible.
Yep, and that's exactly what Mick's going for here.
Number 3 is going well, I think, but 4, I think, wants to do a 2 hard turn to the right.
So basically,
try and get between those. Yes, around there. That's what I would do. Whether Mick's done the same thing, he has. Yeah. This creates to create overlapping arcs of fire.
I'll tell you what, where I put that number wasn't too far away either.
No. There we go. And they're all reinforcing the 4.
Yep. Because why not?
Because it's the right thing for them to do. And see, Whisper is not decloaking, which means that she's not going to take a shot this turn.
And also, with those...
that looks like a bump.
Yep. So no reinforce coming here.
Not from number 2
But there is still going to be shot coming this turn from it.
Yes, because Elliot won't have enough firepower to put one down with only two shots.
And also from where it is, like,
well,
Whisper can't go far
Echo.
enough right.
Echo is not going... This, I think, it looks like a good turn for the Wookiees.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, if I think...
It's a very good turn for the Wookiees. That's Wampa coming forward, just past Whisper. Whisper, I think, is going to attempt to run away as much as she possibly can. She's still cloaked.
I think she'd still fancy her chances more if it's only one of them at range band 1. If it's a couple of them have then got the range or the... Well, that's not a good position for Wampa either.
No. Oh dear. Oh, this is looking like a very good turn for the Wookiees.
If it was me, which way would I go? I'd probably barrel roll right with Wampa.
Yeah, I think Wampa's going to want to barrel roll. Otherwise, that rock is just going to be... Yeah, if he goes right, then he's only got one Wookiee to deal with rather than 3.
Well, no. It's where the front half is. He's going to still get shot by 4.
Maybe. It depends what Mick decides are his priority targets.
Priority target would be any of the Phantoms.
Yeah, if he can get good shots on the Phantom, then Wampa's going to be ignored because, it's a TIE fighter. It's a TIE fighter with a reasonable ability.
Yeah, I was going to say with a little neat ability there.
But relying on rolling a natural crit to, actually do anything with it.
Yeah. So this turn, you're going to see probably a... Oh, this is going to be interesting as well, because if this shot goes through, he's obviously going to want to cloak. But then he could do a 2 bank backwards and then do a 1 hard to come back in.
I mean, the Phantoms will... Oh dear, that's a bump from Whisper. Oh, okay. No, Whisper is probably doomed. I mean, she is still cloaked.
Which is 4 dice.
Which is 4 dice.
5 dice against the ones on the left here.
Yes, but it's still naked dice. Which is not ideal. And she doesn't get an attack.
And she... Elliot can't take down number 4 Wookiee.
No, Elliot cannot take down a Wookiee with just shots from Echo and Wampa. Just doesn't have enough power. Yeah, Mick has some... Okay, that is range 1, but he doesn't have that shot. He doesn't have that shot. Elliot doesn't have that shot. That's not a shot.
No,
that's not a shot.
He's cloaked.
He's cloaked. He can't shoot. Okay, so we're going to go and make sure that they're doing this right. As that is... no, they just realised, I think, that Whisper's cloaked. And that is not a shot. It is a shot from Echo into the same one. That you can do. And that looks like 5. Yep, that's 5 hits from Echo into that Wookiee number 4, who rolls... Is that an evade or a focus? It's hard to tell. Blocks off 1, and that looks... No, that was in focus, so that's 4 points of damage onto number 4. That's its shields away,
Shield's
and
gone.
2 points of hull. So that's quite a significant chunk of damage onto that one.
Elliot still needs to get rid of one of these before he loses one of his Phantoms.
Yes, and it's entirely possible that will not...
Well, mathematically, because they're about 40-odd points apiece, he needs to get close to nearly killing 2 of them.
And that looks like another point of damage onto... Oh, that's a crit. What is that crit? I can't see.
It was a whole block of text.
There's a whole block of text. It's an action to flip. Oh, here we go. Looking at it closer. That's a major hull breach.
So all damage cards are face up.
Yes.
So that means even Wampa.
Uh-huh.
Because if we dealt face down, then immediately turned face up.
Turned face up, yes. Okay. Well, that's the Empire's attacks, so it's the Wookiees to go back. Now what?
I haven't corrected for the extra damage that's come through. Ah, that's clever. So this looks...
Like, Looks like he's off. It looks like he was pointing at Wampa there.
Wampa.
1. Quit.
Wampa's dead.
Quit. Wampa gone. Okay, so Mick just decides to get the TIE fighter off the board. It's
Yeah, that's. To be fair, his ability.
What I would have done personally is gone for 1, 2, 3 shots up here, all into Whisper, see what's happened, and then decide on number 4.
Yes.
Personally.
Oh,
that looks like 1.
1.
That's fine.
1 of 8.
That's fine. Because then he could have seen what Whisper looks like at that point, and made a call.
Mm.
Is that on the table? That's 1.
1. Fine. 1 of 8. No, it's not.
No, that's a shield. That's all focus results.
Damn.
That's a shield off Whisper.
So Whisper's gone.
Wampa's gone.
Wampa's gone, not Whisper.
Whisper's still about. Just
for now.
Well, she's lost 1 shield. That's a TIE Phantom is.
Phantoms
aren't dead till they're dead. They keep,
no. But the Phantom has now just lost 25% of its health.
You don't discount the Phantom until it's actually gone.
Oh, it's 2 of 8. I think
1 shield off. 1 shield off a Phantom is something you can deal with. At this point, I would have. So I'd have gone up with those, then chosen what to do with number 4 there. And at this point, it would be a tricky choice. I mean, obviously, Mick's done what he's done and taken Wampa off, which isn't a bad call.
No. I think both the Phantoms have got to decloak this turn, though.
Realistically, otherwise Elliot's only getting 1 shot a turn, and that is something he just can't deal with. What he has to do here, I think, decloak Echo, barrel rolling to the right and back.
Yeah. And then a 2 straight.
And then
forwards.
a 2 straight because it's a 2
because
straight
you can't
forward
go
from
left or right.
2 straight forward from Whisper just to get her decloaked, and then she
also
comes back round.
That also may end up as a potential block on number 4.
Then she comes back round.
Yeah.
Well, no, Whisper will end up more or less where Echo is currently after the decloak.
Yep.
Which is why you decloak Echo first, obviously. But then Whisper is in a reasonable position to try to come around behind the Wookiees.
Oh, yes, of course, because you could have that situation where one of them K-turns right behind, which isn't bad for 1 turn if there's no shots coming in, but because it's a...
Yeah.
It's a cloak action.
It is, so it can't...
so it can't perform it after doing the K-turn.
Also, it turns off expertise.
Yeah, that's...
They do both have expertise. But it might be worth it.
What they actually end up doing is killing 8 points by doing a K-turn. That's an expensive...
For 1 turn, admittedly.
Yes, for 1 turn, admittedly,
there we go.
It's not much.
Yeah. Echo going exactly where...
and then
exactly where I thought she was going to be.
And then a 1 hard?
Yeah, a 1 hard to the left.
Yep, and then she'll probably have arc.
And there you go. See, a 2 forward from Whisper. That's what... I mean, Whisper K-turning wouldn't be the might not be the worst thing. You lose the expertise in advanced cloaking device for 1 turn, but then you do a green. I can't remember what the greens are on a Phantom. To be fair.
There's not many of them. It's 2 banks and 2 and 3 straight.
Okay, that's... Okay, and number 4 charges straight ahead and bumps.
Oh, this might be painful if...
Which means those crits are still going to be crits. No. Because it still has the...
Yeah. And no reinforce.
No reinforce.
But look at poor Echo. If Echo's doing a 1 hard...
That's a bump. If Echo is doing a 1 hard, that'll be a bump, and that will be... that is how you get a dead Phantom. If Echo does a 1 hard, then that might be it for her.
Or will it? Because it depends on if there's arc for a shot to come into... one of the Wookiees. Because then you just cloak.
Yeah, so I take points out, that wounded Wookiee number 4 over there is probably not going to be shot. It's probably... It's unlikely. We don't know exactly where... Oh, is that on a rock? Is that on the rock? It might be on the rock.
Yeah, that's not a bad
Checking. No. Just skips the rock. Close.
But on the other hand, though, if Elliot is doing a one...
I'll just shift some of those numbers up.
A one hard left here, and does a focus as an action, and pounces a big shot into number 4.
If he can make it, he can.
I'm meaning with Whisper, sorry.
Oh, okay.
If Whisper can do a one hard and do exactly what Echo has just done here, and have a shot on something, especially number 4 who's limping, and could die from a range bound one shot.
True. Well, she does that one hard and then barrel rolls behind it to make sure she actually has the arc. So I'm not. Oh no, that is going to go for the K-turn. There, yeah.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
It had to be done, I think. Then he does have 4 defense dice against number 1 Wookiee if there's a shot coming from it.
Possibly. I mean, I think you want to concentrate your fire as much as possible. If number 4 here survives this shot,
range 2,
which it might. Yeah, that is, and that's. Yep, that's target lock
through fire control.
3, so that might not be.
And remember, that's 3 crits.
It is, but if this isn't an evade,
at least 2 crits.
That's 2 crits through. So if one of these is a direct hit, it's gone. Otherwise, it'll be limping about.
Damage cards go face up.
So it's
not direct hit.
That one isn't.
Neither
so what do we have?
Weapons
damage
failure
cockpit and a weapons failure.
Well, we know that one has to move first. So no cloak here because he's stressed.
No cloak. Yep, because
free action.
That is not an action. That's an assign a focus token. So Echo does
that hits. Yes, so she still gets a focus.
It's not an action. Still gets that. Okay, so now it's Echo going into number 3.
One thing I always credit
that number 1 there, number 4 there rather.
Yeah,
that's got 1 hole.
Yes.
So shift that down.
But
okay, that weapons failure means that Echo is only going to be taking 3 dice from number 4 instead of 4, which is a definite improvement. Not quite as good as a blinded pilot, but does weaken that attack. And that, I think, is Echo has done no damage at all.
But still gets the Tiger Lock, still gets the cloak action.
Yes, but not done any actual damage. I think he's rolling too many dice there. Mick is rolling too many dice there. Because he took a weapons failure. It's not range 1.
Okay, I'm on it. I'm doing a lot of running today, you can see.
And this is that was 2 coming in from number 3. That's what is that?
I'm gonna be doing a lot of running today.
That's 3 hits come from something.
So that is the shot from number 4.
Okay, they're doing that again, and yes. It did nothing. But Echo has spent the focus token.
Yeah.
So they redid the shot. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, and also if that shot was
and quit token, so that Mick remembers those are in there for a reason.
Yes, and was that shot a range band 2 then from Echo? Oh, sorry, Whisper.
I believe so.
So that's where the stress is coming from.
Yes. Yes, that would be it. And yeah, there should be a stress on number 3 because that's that was a range 2 shot from Echo onto number 3, and the tacticians.
Yes.
So this is number 2 into Echo, and that's a rather good hit.
2 hits and a crit.
Ooh, that could be nasty. See how this goes. And that's
1, 2,
1.
1.
1. That's shields away. Shields away from Echo.
Well, Elliot did say this was kind of a glass cannon, and
the Phantoms truly are. I mean, and
range
that's
3. Range 3 or no shot.
2 obstructed. That looks like 3 obstructed.
So here comes the magical 6 dice.
Yep. But unmodified. 2 hits, and yep, no, he's fine.
Only rolling 5 dice though, but it doesn't matter.
I think it may have been just clipping into range 2.
Okay.
In which case, that's fine and exactly what it should be.
Yep.
However, this... okay, so... There's damage put through onto both Phantoms, and only 1 Wookiee. Although that Wookiee is nearly dead.
There's an issue here. So Phantoms can decloak through ships?
I believe so.
So you can still decloak Echo to the left here and backwards? And then do a 1 hard to get her in, or 1 bank, or something like that? I can't do a 1 bank,
think so, yes.
Obviously, no decloaking to do from
Whisper. No, but
she will do a green.
She will
bank.
She will definitely be wanting to get rid of that stress.
Yeah, and probably going after number 4 isn't a bad way to go. Just getting after 1 and making
get rid of dead. 1. Just drop a Wookiee. Elliot really wants to drop a Wookiee at this point.
Yeah. But on the other hand, though, if Echo is doing a 2 bank towards where number 1 is,
if Echo does a 2 bank towards where, Echo, maybe
because you could potentially block off where number 1's coming from, and then use that as your way of getting out of jail this turn, and then going behind the back of the Wookiees. Now that you've caused that bump.
I mean, Elliot is going to be wanting to get behind the Wookiees.
Yes.
That's their big weakness. They cannot turn. They have no K turns.
Yeah.
So once you get behind them, I mean, their weakness is very much the same as their miniature YV666s, in very many ways.
Yep, we'll see you later in S. It's nice to hear your weird kind of list that you've been using of late. It's
and
nice
that's
and
going to
hear.
be we're just snooking number 4 out of the way, as it's going to be the decloak from Echo.
Here goes the 2 bank backwards.
Two bank backwards. Yep,
it feels like I know Elliot so well that I even called that manoeuvre. From somebody who doesn't own a Phantom as well.
I think that is probably the best move, and then a hard 1 turn to inwards.
Yeah.
To get the shot on whichever Wookiees. Probably number 1, but
yeah,
we'll see.
Yep. So number 4 has to move first because of the damaged cockpit, correct?
That is true. That is because it is now. What is that? That's 4 forwards. It's going to
try and flee the battlefield. It's
going to run away. Keep its stress. Keep it. I know, is that green?
No. I don't think so. No, it's not. That's a 4 straight. It should still be stressed.
It may have been a 3 straight. I might have seen the numbers wrong. Because 3 straight is green. Must have been 3.
Okay. I'm sure Elliot would have noticed if it was a 4 and he'd gone, oh wait, it's not a thing. And
that's a 1 bank from the other one. Also a green manoeuvre.
Yep.
On the other stressed Wookiee.
Like I said, I haven't played a Wookiee yet, but I'd love to play one with Kanan and 9 Num. You can remove a stress every single turn the moment you reveal your dial. It's not locked in as a 1 white straightforward through Ion. Or does 9 Num turn it green anyway? Because
9 Num turns it green because it's a straight maneuver. All straight maneuvers are green.
Yes. So
the same thing would happen to it with an R2 astromech.
Okay.
It doesn't matter about whether it's on the dial or not.
That's quite nice.
But I mean, I can see what you're going for there, but I'm not certain there's a huge amount of point. They are the only
limit and vectored thrusters.
No, yeah. Actually, on a named one, sure. Yeah, I can see that.
I think I built it with Wolfvaro because he gets better when he's hurt.
Damaged. Yes, it's a very nice ability on Wolfvaro. the inverse pure Sabak.
Yes. He gets better when he's taking punishment, rather than Sabak is better when he hasn't.
When he hasn't, yeah. Other than that, it's...
I'll tell you, I'd like to also fly Sabak with a shield upgrade, because it then gives him 2 bites of the cherry before he takes that damage card.
It does let him have a little bit longer.
So we'll see where this one's going. I think to be fair, there's a chance that both these could die this turn.
They'll be cloaked, but they'll be taking some heavy shots from Wookiees. I could see one of them dropping, but not both.
Minor technicality. Did he change his Tiger Lock as an action? He did. He must have done.
Must have done. Yep. He has expertise, so that's actually his best move, because now he'll get his defensive focus and cloak.
So here's 3.
Blank.
There's shields.
Yep, that shields off 3.
I tell you, Elliot's not going down without a fight here.
I mean, it's Phantoms. They have
focus.
It's Phantoms. They have damage output. It's what they do. And this will be a shot from Echo, presumably. Yep, same thing. Range 1 from the looks of that.
No, it's
range 2, which means it's going to be
double stressed.
Yep, double stressed Wookiee. 3 hits there. One of them is going to go away. The Wookiee rolls, and that's a focus result, so that's 2 hull off the Wookiee. But it is a double stressed Wookiee, which means that's a problem for these things. 1 stress they can deal with, because just their greens aren't fantastic, but
being double stressed and no reinforce.
Yeah, no, it's the lack of reinforce that does them in. They need it desperately. Now, here's the question: what is Mick going to go for? Echo has taken more damage, so he's more likely to be able to just finish Echo.
But they are both got the same modifications. They're both range 2 shots here.
Mm-hmm. At which point I would go for
Echo.
Because it's...
And also you might have a range band 2 from number 2.
That's number 3 into number... That's number 3 into Echo.
Yep,
that
so
looks like
3,
a
natural.
Good hit.
Spend focus to evade.
But that's the focus gone.
Here comes number 1.
Yep, also into Echo. That's going to be range 2 as well. And that's...
3 again?
Nope,
two.
That's rerolls. That's rerolls because Wookiee.
2.
2.
Hit crit.
That's evaded. And then from number 2, range 2.
Yep.
Here we... that's...
hit crit. 2 crits and a hit?
Yeah, that's a very good shot. That's a very good shot.
But you know what? That's 3 evades.
That's done. That's enough. Woo-hoo! That's the thing. It's so many green dice on those Phantoms. Once they're cloaked, it's a horrendous thing trying to put the damage in.
I'll tell you what, I'd hate to defend against more though. An X7 defender rather than a Phantom. You have 3 dice plus an evade token against 3 potentially evade and a focus token, compared to 4 evade dice and just a focus.
True, but that's tokens you can strip.
True.
4 evade dice, there's no getting rid of that cloak.
No.
What we've got here, though, I think what Mick really wants is to get some range 1 shots.
Yeah.
His Wookiees can survive range 1 of 2 Phantoms, but the extra dice so that he's matching reds for greens.
You know what could happen here? There could be a Echo disengage that fleet, barrel roll, decloak to the right.
Decloak to the right,
and try and chase number 4 down. Number 1 could cloak, basically do a 2 straight, not bump number 3, and then run away.
What I would do here, actually, not quite that. Ignore number 4 for now.
Yeah,
it's whatever. That's not really a problem. Echo goes up, sort of barrel rolls up back, so right and back.
Yeah,
and does a hard turn, 1 or 2. 1 probably, to come back in here. Elliot wants to keep range. He's better with range. That leaves Whisper able to barrel roll to decloak right.
Yep.
And have them both in at these 3 Wookiees. Drop number 3 this turn. and only be having to deal with 2.
Mm.
If he can then also keep that at range 2 or 3.
Oh, range 2 is preferable because obviously the tactician stress.
If he's firing both shots into number 3, that's not, which is already double stressed, that's not really an issue. Range 3, however, gives him 5 greens against the 3 reds, which keeps him alive. What Elliot really doesn't want is range 1, because then Mick is matching reds for greens, which favours reds. Just a slight.
But also remember, it's no focus spend; it's focus rerolls, and those focuses could roll blanks.
That's half as good.
Yeah.
Admittedly, but you only need 1 shot to remove a focus, to force him to spend the focus token, and then the next one is on naked dice, which just favours the attack.
Yep, and here we go. Here comes the 2 backwards. And Echo.
Yep, Echo will be going forwards.
2 forwards.
Okay, that's an interesting choice.
It'd be really funny if Elliot's doing exactly the same thing as I just thought of.
I mean,
I know me and Elliot are sort of usually in sync, but to be that in sync.
So at this point, a 1 hard turn to the right from Whisper, I think, is what we'll be seeing there.
I can see a 1 straight though, or 1 bank with that Wookiee.
With number 2.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Which means it will stay exactly where it is, and then the 1 hard won't go through.
Yes.
Especially a 1 bank if that's slightly off angle.
Number 4 is, moving around that rock. Has to move first. Plight skill 0.
Yeah.
For what difference it makes right now. Flips it there, and that's flipping one of... Oh, that's attempting to fix the weapons failure, because that's the one worth doing.
Hits crits, it goes down.
Hits crits goes down. There we go. So you can't fix the pipe skill 0, and you've got 1 hull. There's no point fixing the hull breach.
No, because the next card you take is dead.
Yeah, so that's done. That's good. That looks like it's going to be...
But actually, mathematically, having it remain there is actually more beneficial. Because if you're taking face-up damage cards and it hits... was it the one that Major Explosion?
Yeah. You
have
to resolve it.
To deal more cards through, effectively, and you have to deal the cards out still.
Yes. Okay, so that was a 1 bank from that particular from Wookiee number
3.
Number 3, the hurt one, that's still in the fight.
For this brief moment, here comes a 1 bank. So that's
a bump.
This could be the one that blocks that potential move from Whisper, which means no shot, no cloak, no extra defense dice.
But also looking where these Wookiees are, not defending from a shot unless number 1 manages to get nicely in, which okay, well, it depends if Echo moves, but if Echo
the time has stopped here, which is a bit of a pain.
Oh, so it has.
We'll be going about 3/4 an hour, so there's another 3/4 an hour to go. I was just watching that because I'm up next after this.
Well, we started more or less on 7.
Yeah, we've been going about 3/4 an hour, so half an hour.
About a half hour left. Yeah, that's a 2 hard from Echo. There we go.
Well, it means she's cloaking.
Well, she'll be getting the shot.
Shot against number 3's got to come in here.
Obviously, you want to try and finish it off.
It'd be interesting if there's a K-turn being done here from
maybe? No, that looks like a
3.
It's a 3 something.
A 3 straight. No,
that is the K. That is the K-turn.
So you can do a 3 or 4K. So it's the shorter K.
All right.
Elliot is playing the aggressive strategy.
Yeah, that's 2 K-turns in the same game from a Phantom.
And remember, each time he's doing so, he's shotting off 8 points of his list. Or 8 points of the ship.
Of his upgrades. Yeah.
No expertise, no ability to use
advanced cloaking
Advanced
device.
cloaking.
But he does still have the target lock, and he's going in for number 3. Try to get rid of the thing.
And also, he wants this shot to go through to have the focus to potentially defend against number 1 with.
Possibly, although if I was Mick, I'd still be going for Echo.
But yeah, it's one of those things.
Is that number 3 dead?
Yeah, it's got to be. There was enough health going through. Yep.
Yep, that's a Wookiee down. 1 Wookiee down.
And also
3.
because he would have reinforced the front, not necessarily the rear.
Yeah, he reinforced. Yes, that's what's done it. If he'd reinforced the rear, he'd be at least taking the shot from Echo.
So now
Echo
number 3
into
is
number.
destroyed.
Yep, Echo shooting into number 2, range 1.
So
Is he spending the focus? Yes, he is for 4. That's 4 hits.
That is the risk that I think he had to take.
Blank.
And
That's
no reinforced because it bumped.
So that's shields and a hull onto number 2.
Elliot's bringing this one back.
Number 2.
Yes. Sorry, my apologies. I was getting carried away there with which one.
And return fire. That is a loose stabilizer into number 2.
So he needs to do green, otherwise...
Otherwise it will take stress.
Yes.
Okay, that's... that could be worse.
Oh, so he
him.
didn't spend the focus. He elected not to spend the focus.
No, he has expertise. I'm forgetting expertise because it's you don't normally see it on them.
You don't normally see a phantom. You don't see a phantom.
Well, they
with
have
expertise.
VI. They have VI because they need the pilot skill. But
But in this matchup,
that's
expertise
3.
is fine.
That's 3, and that's
1, 2,
Pate.
3 evades. There's 3 evades.
Without having to spend the focus. Ooh, he needed to force
Range
that
2.
focus spend. He needed to force that focus spend there. This is going the way of the Phantoms. 2. It's not enough. It's not enough.
There's 2 symbols there. That's all he needed to see.
No, this is very much going the way of the Phantoms right now.
But it's one of those things. It takes one big turn for Mick to change all that.
It does. It's not impossible, but he really needed. He really needed to have put a bit more damage into them at this point. Like the thing with Phantoms is you can't discount them until they're actually off the board.
No.
Because just getting 1 point of damage onto them
is not enough.
Is quite an ask. Frankly, it's not an easy thing to.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were meaning in terms of the Phantoms onto the gunships, but the other way around, no.
It's not.
One damage is definitely enough. Is definitely something.
It's not 1 damage. Or putting 1 damage onto a Phantom is difficult. So just leaving them on even 1 hull, especially if they're not taking a crit, that's not that's still a very dangerous thing.
Well, I went up against a Phantom. I had a range bound 1 shot using my mobile firing arc with Ketsu.
Yeah.
Both of them went aligned, so natural dice. I rolled pretty darn well, and he managed to evade the whole thing. I was just like, oh, that's a shame, because not only would I have been able to put the damage to, I could put him onto a rock. Yeah. And it's just like, especially if I could put him onto a rock that he has to go through it next turn. Yeah. So no action, so he can't cloak if he wanted to after his movement, if he realised he wasn't going to get a shot in, for example. Yeah. And no focus or whatever. And
okay, so that's Echo coming down here. Yeah, that's
think
probably
Echo's
the right
getting
move.
A shot. It's going to be a 1 or 2 hard again from.
Yeah, no. Phantoms like their 1 hard turns. They do them a lot. Yep. That's a very good move for them.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be.
So that'll be a 1 hard turn there, and probably a 2 bank around the rock from Whisper to clear the stress. And they'll be coming in against number 2, try and finish off number 2.
I wouldn't have thought against doing even a 2 straight with Whisper though.
Maybe I'd go for the 2 banked. Well, it depends what Elliot thinks Wookiee number 2 is going to be up to. It has options at this point, and what it really wants to do is do something unpredictable. That's how the Wookiees
He's not doing his major hull breach because he realises 1 hit point left.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. There's no, it's just not worth doing.
No.
What he's actually going to do is... That's a focus. That makes sense. He's probably not getting to... That thing is probably not going to be defending against a shot. And a focus is going to be better than your commandos for... he's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 is going up there. All right, and that's going to... What side do you reinforce? I'd say the rear.
Rear, because...
I think he's aiming to
it's
bump...
either going to be a bump Whisper
He's
and
trying
a shot
to...
from behind.
He's trying to bump Whisper. He's trying to put
but
put
also
some of
because
Elliot's
it's
stuff
an
off.
out of action phase action, the advanced cloaking. As long as he has a shot on number 2 here,
Yeah,
he can still use that to cloak up
he can.
if he wanted to. But it's one of those things, I can't see a reason why you wouldn't. Because it's like, well, not doing it is ignoring the point of what a Phantom is.
And that's a 2 hard turn from the Phantom, going up to... Yep, right there.
Well, if both these shots go in to
And
number...
an evade... No, that's focus. Okay.
Just
Sure.
in case that shot doesn't kill. Especially also that this shot is going to have...
Yep, the 2 bank.
But still going to have the shot, and it's going to remove stress. He's still going to have expertise.
Yeah, and he has the target lock.
Yeah, no, he doesn't with...
Does he not?
No, because they had to finish off number 3, didn't they, last turn?
Oh, they did, yes. Yes, of course they did. Yeah.
I
So
think,
that's going to be unmodified, but range 1.
yeah, and because
In
it was...
the reinforced section with expertise, so that looks like 4.
Yep, that Phantom is just carved up that Wookiee.
And the Wookiee can not dodge anything, which means it has, I believe, a single point of hull.
Unless there's a crit in there, but I don't think there is.
Nope. It has a single point of hull, which means that Echo is going to finish it off and it'll be gone. No, this... There we go. That'll do it.
Yeah, expertise.
No, yeah, that's a dead Wookiee.
4 hits and a crit here.
That's a very dead Wookiee.
So that's 4. So this is now effectively 1 Wookiee left.
Yeah.
Because especially as if any of them have a shot... If any of them have a shot at the... wrong one.
No shot there, but a range 3 obstructed onto Whisper. Which, well, may as well take it. It's right there.
He does have the focus.
Yes. 2. Plenty.
He could even spend the focus here, even if he didn't have the evade on those symbols, which didn't look like he did actually at that turn, so...
Bit irrelevant, it's the only shot Mick's getting.
It didn't cloak. With...
yes, he did.
No, not with Echo.
Oh, I forgot. Oops. That's a missed opportunity then. It is a May. You aren't forced to cloak. He might have actually decided not to.
Because he can just do like a 2 bank and wander right behind number 1.
I'm going to say hard turn, but yeah. Because that'll let him just stay behind. Stay behind the target, because at this point Whisper decloaks to the right, and they both hard turn in behind number 1 to forget to not get shot again this game.
There's a bit of...
finish off number 4 if it comes too close. But this is absolutely this is Elliot's game.
Yeah, we were
at this point.
Yeah, we as some of the Mouldy Crow players, we were having actually a bit of discussion about which one we think would take it on here. I personally back Elliot's flying ability here because he loves his Phantoms as much as he loves his A-wings and stuff like that, which is hyper maneuverable stuff. Which this is right up his alley here.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a big move, and that looks like a rock.
Yep, that's a rock. That is definitely a dead Wookiee.
No, that was waiting to say that exactly at that point as well.
There
so.
it goes. Yeah, this is it. This is absolutely it for the Wookiees. They cannot recover from this.
I wouldn't.
One Wookiee cannot take on two Phantoms.
Especially when they're just stay behind.
They're already behind it. That's... and that's
gone over... Asteroid.
It's gone over a rock itself, so it's not going to reinforce.
Nope.
It's a dead Wookiee.
I wouldn't at that point begrudged Mick for saying, I concede here, you played really well, you deserve this.
You play it out at this point because it's a turn 2 tops. And especially if it's a tournament play, remember if you concede that automatically becomes 100-0. And Mick has killed 14 on one part. That's, better. But yeah, no, this... I do think that...
Does he have a barrel roll here? With the Phantoms?
They have a barrel roll. They are capable, but that looks like he just... Because
I would have barrel rolled backwards.
Yeah, gone for the shot.
Because you get the shot there and...
Cloak.
You get your shot and then you cloak.
Yep.
And yet again, you barrel roll in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely. I was barrel rolling that way. Huh. No, I would have barrel rolled in to take the shots.
No, I think what Elliot's thinking here is he's probably doing that to... But he didn't... That's the thing. He didn't need to do that.
Well, it's what he's done now. So...
Did that Wookiee take any damage for the asteroid? I don't think it did it?
No, I think it's fine.
So it's one of those things that I think... Oh, he conked his knee on the table. I think it's one of these things, it's now just, 15 minutes left on the game. It's going to be done, in probably the next 5 minutes here.
It'll be done by then. This is absolutely for the Phantoms.
I tell you, from when I commentate, I like games like this because it... When you try and commentate on a game that sort of like, we know how this is going, this is going to go only one way.
Yeah.
That becomes a really difficult game to try and commentate on.
Yeah, I absolutely do think...
This has been one that has ebbed and flowed from the start to the very end.
I absolutely do think that the Wookiees did have a chance when things... from setup. One good turn from the Wookiees could completely ruin... the Phantoms.
Yes, they've forgotten here that so Mick's just gone hastily into the...
He rushed, but Elliot wants to decloak Echo, so yeah.
And it's because it has to do before the...
if it's going to do it at all, yeah.
Movements.
And obviously it wants to.
Yeah.
And that's a 4 forward, the fastest white... it can do with a 5's a red.
Yep.
So that's a Wookiee trying to run away, probably so that it can try and turn around before the Phantoms catch up with it.
To be fair though, if they gets 2 big shots in, and he loses one of them here, he still has a chance for the other one.
Yeah.
Because a vastly superior maneuver dial, the ability to decloak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
more red dice.
Yes, and...
So many red dice. And the initiative. Well, the pilot skill, rather. Not the initiative. The initiative is irrelevant.
Yes, we didn't actually see... I can't actually remember who had the initiative.
It doesn't matter.
Here comes the K-turn again.
Okay.
But to be fair, at this point, it doesn't matter. There's not going to be a shot.
He's not going to get shot, and now at least he's facing the right way.
Yeah.
So that's, I don't think you need that number anymore. The Wookiee's the Wookiee.
Good point. I'll give you that one. These ones are the more crucial ones, though, because...
Yes, we need to... There are the 2 Phantoms still sitting on the board.
Because the Phantoms made an appearance in... was it the Phantoms or was it the Defender that made an appearance in Rebels?
The Defender.
Defender.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was the Phantom.
No, Defenders have turned up.
I do love the Phantoms. For me, as a playstyle, I don't think I'd get on well with them. It takes a very, very sort of high-level maneuver flying
It's about the manoeuvres.
Yeah.
And at the moment
Normally-
you mess up the manoeuvres, they die.
Yeah,
Just
normally
instantly.
most ships deal with the whole either being super tanky and it takes you a lot of turns to hit me, or they live and die by their green dice or green tokens or
Yeah.
abilities to mitigate the hits coming in.
The thing with the Phantom, if you maneuver wrong and end up with bumped or not taking a shot,
Yep.
by that point you have 4 hit points and 2 green dice, which means you die.
Yes.
By that point, it was easier to kill as a Z95.
Yes, mathematically exactly the same as a Z95.
Maybe with an evade token. Slightly better. But either way, but the moment you go wrong, they just die.
Yeah.
So you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah. I personally...
But if you know what you're doing, and if you fly them well, they are monstrous. Absolutely monstrous.
Oh yeah, now we've just seen exactly that. This is Echo just gone like full aggressive attack mode here.
Yeah, because they absolutely can. The advanced cloaking device. The thing about them, or the other major thing with them, is if your Phantom isn't the highest pilot skill thing on the board and shooting as early as possible, it's just gonna fail. They need to be able to.
Yeah, normally having VI is about the only way you see them.
Yeah. Push
so they move
Whisper up to pilot skill 9.
9 and Echo to 8.
Echo to 8. At which point they become viable because they need to be shooting before your opponent, so they can cloak up and live.
Yes.
It's how they live.
Stygian particle accelerator, is that a modification as well?
Yeah, takes up the same slot, which is why you don't see it on the actual Phantom. You can occasionally see it on
a Hawk, for example. Now,
these days, Talonbane Cobra.
Yes,
cloaking Talonbane with auto thrusters, engine upgrade, a Stygian particle accelerator, all that kind of shenanigans. So that he can decloak, get a focus, get an evade.
Once per turn, though, of course, unless you're taking Bosk.
That's fine. You can take it, so he gets the evade, and then he's got.
Oh, and because the cloaking device doesn't always click off, does it? It breaks on a focus or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, you roll to try it. You roll to see if it breaks.
If it breaks,
which it has a 25% chance of doing every turn you use it.
Yes.
Which,
so theoretically, every 4th turn it goes bye-bye.
Yes. Yeah, you expect, but dice are
dice, and they roll. They fall where they may, kind of.
Yep.
I'm not sure if there's any damage that turn. I do apologise as we're talking quite a way through that. Let's have a quick look on.
Have a quick look behind the scenes, as it were.
Yes. I can't really tell because of where the
card is, but
the card
maybe
not. We'll find out.
We'll see depending on when damage cards get put onto it.
Yes. At
But
this current point, assume not, because at that range and
this is 10 minutes on the round. 10 minutes remaining. But I don't think it'll take that many turns anymore. This is.
Yep.
Both those Phantoms will be turning in.
It doesn't even matter if Echo bumps this stage.
I mean,
it does. It doesn't get its cloak
and shoot, which is another turn that the Wookiee can survive. But the Wookiee is worth less total than.
Hang on, look at this. Mick's trying to have to work out where that second Phantom is going, to which side he's going to have to reinforce. I'd reinforce the front.
Yeah, for a fact that Whisper is going to be shooting in the 4. So that's your better choice.
Has he gone focus?
He's gone focus. It's undamaged. He needs to put damage.
Here comes the 3K turn
into it. Yeah.
So that's
I have never seen Phantom's K turn so much. That's just.
What's that? 3 times in this game so far? 4.
4. 3 from Whisper, 1 from Echo.
Ooh, this is going to be punishing.
But that's going to be a range 1, just pummeling straight into the.
Just take a target lock.
No, evade. He's taking the evade.
Oh, yeah, because when...
Sensible. He shoots, he gets the target lock, he gets the focus, then he's got focus evade cloak on the...
If Whisper hits.
At range 1.
You would hope
into
so.
a Wookiee.
With no reinforce.
Yeah, well, no, look, that's 3, that's fine. Even with a reinforce, that'd go through. Blank. Shields.
Shields, unless there's a damage card coming out here.
Oh, no, 2 shield. So it has 1
shields
shield
gone.
left, so that's 2 hull. 2 hull gone. That one's a quick. That's a console fire. That's an on fire.
On fire Wookiee.
That's not very. That's something you really don't want when your ship is made of wood.
Wood, yep. I was going to say MDF, but
Yeah.
I'm sure the...
It's probably a better quality
I was
wood
gonna
than that.
say-
Come on. They're space worthy.
Space MDF.
Do you really think you could take your IKEA furniture into space?
Nope.
No.
Um,
And that's 3 more. That's 1.
that's 2.
So that's another 2 onto it, and yeah, no, this is, and that's a stun pilot, I think.
If that's a stun pilot, this could get really interesting.
Stun pilot not allowed to bump. Bump does damage. He has a shot back. He's going to go for. Yeah, he's got to go for.
He's got
to go for Whisper. The range 1 shot. That's quite good.
4.
That's 4. That's quite good.
You know what?
But that's
a
tokens.
Focus evade, and the whole lot is dodged.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's a token stacked Whisper. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a token stacked Whisper. They don't. She doesn't take the damage. It's just.
We'll keep an eye on this because we've just got over 5 minutes left here.
They have this turn, but frankly, this turn will see the end of that Wookiee. It's all over at this point.
They both have tiger locks. You could even afford to do a 3k turn. Do a decloak with Whisper, then do a 3k turn and be right behind it.
Whisper decloaks to the right, does a hard turn.
There is that, but
that's the sensible move here. Decloak to the right, do a hard turn, get behind the Wookiee. Echo does a 2 forward.
And yeah.
And then it's bye-bye Wookiee all over.
Yes. We've got Robin joining us. Robin is going to be
It's almost certainly the final turn here.
Yes, and Robin will be doing
that's
the game too.
okay. That was. I was expecting that. I was expecting Whisper to go the other way, but sure.
I don't know how much you've seen from outside, Robin, but
bits and bobs. It looks like it's been quite exciting, and Elliot has been bringing his A game.
He really has.
I'll tell you
He's done
what.
very, very well.
I was saying to Max.
Just pop myself
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
background, sorry,
Sure, not a problem.
I was saying to Max, I love commentating on games like this, where it's not so like one-sided that you walk
And
into
he's
the game and you go,
reinforced-
we
he's
know which
reinforced
way
the
this is
aft.
going.
Sensibly.
Okay, because it's like they're probably going to come behind.
So
here.
both of the Phantoms have taken a decent amount of damage actually at this point.
Whisper's lost a shield and Echo's out of shields, but
It's not enough.
no, it's not. Nowhere near.
There was a couple of turns where it looked like Mick had the upper hand, but unfortunately that
Damage didn't go on. He needed to have taken down. I think the turn where his first shot was on Wampa was a mistake. I think he should have gone 1, 2, 3 Wookiees into Whisper, then see how much damage he's pushed through, then decide where the range 1 shot is going.
Yeah.
Because Wampa is not priority in this list.
No.
The Phantoms are, because they're Phantoms and Wampa is a TIE fighter. With a somewhat irritating ability. Yeah, that's it.
game.
That's done.
Yeah.
That's all over.
3. Yeah, even with an evade here.
Even if you got an evade, there was 2 damage through, and that's the Wookiees off.
Wow.
There was every chance that Mick could have taken off a Phantom early on, and if he'd managed to get rid of a Phantom relatively quickly, it could have gone completely the other way.
Yeah.
But the Phantoms survived. The Phantoms survived the opening round of exchanges, which meant they got a chance to just use their superior repositioning against the Wookiees and their better firepower and their better their evades, which
Yeah.
It means they're just horrendous to try to put damage onto.
And one thing that, we also take in Elliot's credit here as well. He was doing K turns. It shuts
4
off
K
8
turns.
points in his
4,
list every time in that ship. Every time he does it.
Absolutely. But on those times where he did it, they were good
turns.
moves. They were good moves. That was
presumably as well.
That was some fantastic flying.
The flight control expertise combo just meant that
was
consistent enough to
Wreck
always go
house.
through the reinforce.
Wreck house,
They just put damage down. The reinforce is going to mitigate a bit, but it's just they're just going to take it.
I think every shot was at least 3 or 4 hits every turn, and then reinforce, then potentially the dice roll.
It's why Mick needed to drop a Phantom in the opener.
Yeah, and it's also that mathematical stage as well. In terms of points in Mick's list, it's what two Azzy is worth the same number or slightly more points
than a Phantom. Yeah.
So
it's like one of his Ozzy is worth less than a Phantom without its upgrades.
Yeah.
As Echo is 30 base and Whisper is 32. They're expensive ships. They're very expensive ships. For good reason.
Yeah.
They're one of the few heavy expensive ships that I do not think need a point reduction.
No, I was about to say exactly the same thing.
No, they're fine. They're fine being expensive.
They're suffering in a world of very high PS, but as soon as you run into a low pilot skill list, it demonstrates what they're capable of.
Yeah, and they are capable of a lot. Oh, hello.
Nicely flown by the look of that.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you what, though, we were dazzled by the number of K turns.
Well,
every time you did, you
4
shot
K
off
turns.
8 points.
People never expect it on a Phantom.
No, they don't.
You know,
they do not expect it.
And because they have got expertise, they expect it even less. So it's a surprise maneuver that you pull out, and you end up behind them. They don't expect it and see it coming.
And especially it stops you cloaking as well. It seems like
The question is when to K-turn.
Yes, it's all about the timing.
Yes,
but no, that was quite a match.
I did ask him if he wanted to come out back, and he said that he was fine. But
fair enough.
Of course, I'm in here next with you, Robin. So.
One thing I'll also make a quick note to you, Elliot.
Yes,
the timer stopped.
What do you mean?
Well, that's been at 63 minutes and 4 seconds for the past half hour or so.
Well,
more than.
There we go. That's more technical difficulties for me to solve that at some point. But I believe we're still on time.
Yes,
we are.
This is literally time. Would be called right here.
Now.
Wow, nice.
You got it just in.
I mean, when I lost Wampa, I was thinking, maybe my dice aren't working well today.
But Wampa isn't.
I thought we were saying what we think he should have done then was taken the shots with the 3 Wookiees on to the left, seen if they'd managed to push damage onto Whisper, then decide on the other Wookiee.
Because Wampa is not priority.
No, Whisper's.
His feeling was that he could hit Wampa easier than he could hit the other two because Wampa had no mods against his defense dice.
Yeah.
It's an extra ship throwing dice. Yes, it's a TIE Fighter, but it's still an extra ship. And don't forget, Wampa can shove a damage card onto you
without having to roll any dice or reinforce.
Well, without having to go through your shields first.
That is true. Wampa does have a nice ability, but is relying on rolling a natural crit on 2 dice.
Yep,
which is doable. It can happen.
Yeah.
There's no EPT, so it can't take score to settle and
things of that nature.
Yeah,
squeeze.
But it's. I mean, you don't want to ignore Wampa.
No, that's the worst thing to do.
Yeah,
because if you focus on the Phantoms, Wampa will decimate you.
Yes. Wampa will just cause you so many problems.
Yeah,
but that's what I was going to say. What he should have done is fight the 3 Wookiees sort of to the left from our perspective, and then seen what the situation was at that point.
All I'm going to say is John said I couldn't do it, and I done it. So
yeah, you done it.
Believe in your captain.
Hashtag fly better.
No. Or maybe you're in your captain you trust, because I backed you.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, John had a good reason. The Wookiees are very tanky.
They are.
So I'm not surprised he thought
if one of your dice rolls flopped...
Most of them nearly did.
If one of those flopped, Echo with 2 health left, could be dead Echo.
Yeah.
But fire control system expertise is just... You've basically got focus target lock on every single attack.
It's brilliant because it means that with Whisper, you get the focus, you can use that for a defensive role.
Yeah.
Even better if you can find a way to get other things on there. I mean, Tactician didn't really prop too much, but it did mess up
Oh, you got
lot
one
of
of them
reaction.
double stressed.
Yeah. And a few times it happened, and it did mess up
Yeah.
his actions and cause him to be a bit more predictable, which with the Phantoms can be helpful.
Yes.
But no, Mick flew very well in that. He made it. He made me worry. He made me worry.
He knows what he's doing with these Wookiees.
Yes.
He flies them
Yeah.
a lot, and he's good
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah,
And
I was
it's
kind of,
it's a solid list.
I'm still kind of surprised at my own win, to be quite honest. But I did expect to pull it off. So
You
well.
always underestimate your piloting, though, Elliot.
Thank
You
you.
are much better at the game than you give yourself credit for.
Oh, thank
What,
you.
what I was saying to Max when we were going through the game, the Whispers are right up. Oh, sorry, the Whisper and Echo here are right up your street. They're very manoeuvre based, like your A-wings are.
Yeah.
They live and die by the manoeuvres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If one of them had taken like 2 or 3 really big punchy
That's
shots,
it.
dead.
Yeah. And in fact, that last roll from the Wookiee got me really concerned.
Yes.
4 hits, and I thought. But I took the evade. I knew when I got close. I thought
Yeah.
I could target lock and get more quality, but all it takes is one hit to
I
go through.
call target lock.
Yeah.
And I pulled the evade. I thought better for defense and live than it is to.
then
And also
gain
your
the target
cloak
lock
had the
for next-
focus evade.
Then you gain the target lock for next turn.
Yeah, and it
And
worked
then it's there.
precisely that way. So it worked
Yeah.
out for me in the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So, do we want to get our tankard challenge set up on stream?
Yes.
Yes,
What are you playing this evening, David?
the old classic Kane and Lebo.
Okay, Lebo. Okay, in which case we've got some Rebel on Rebel action.
And also, this is like a psychological thing for me as well. I took the list to Europeans, and it was a Dash Miranda final. So it's kind of like a little psychological thing to me
to
see what could have happened if I'd have flown better, or had better luck the first day, because that was a
Well,
riff
Darren
for me.
certainly knows what he's
Darren
what he's
is.
doing.
I
with
can't
that
wait to
list,
see
so
what
yeah.
Darren pulls out, and your game's going to be very good. I think.
Yep, I think that first engagement is going to be crucial. So I've got
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
I've got
yeah,
to do
yeah.
a U. I've got to fly
Yeah.
my A game.
And also, people will say that there were some mistakes in that game that we just played. Yes, there were, but we both given each other, of course, without. At one point,
Yeah.
Mick turned down a crit. Basically, it was major hull breach, so all
Yeah.
fake cards.
But it had one hit
He
We
had
had
one
one
left.
hull left. I said, "Do you want to take that back?" And he said, "You want?" And I'm like, "Yeah, pure. You've he's allowed me to do tactician retroactively, and also he was quite quick on the dials occasionally. I said, "Quick, can I decloak?" And so yeah, it was very
Yeah.
casual, but it was.
That's
a
a
good
slightly
game.
different thing though. When your opponent does the dials before you say, "I am
Well,
going to decloak."
It's such a natural thing to go right
Yeah.
into. The
Yeah.
first
Well,
maneuver.
particularly if you're flying PS1 ships as well, because you are just 100% in the mindset of my
Oh,
ships
no.
are going to go first.
Or that damaged cockpit one that moved
Yes,
first.
yes.
Yeah.
At pilot skill 0.
Yeah.
He never forgot that though.
He never forgot that bit.
Yes.
Yes.
He moved first every time.
Even though he
It
was
never
kind
made
of off the.
it never made any difference, but he did.
Yes. On that note, I noticed that Darren's very nice painted red and checker flag ships are on the board here, so I'm going to head that way and
Shall we get
Panic for my
David
life.
set up on the Bespin side then?
Um,
And Darren on the other?
doesn't really matter. It's Rebel on one side, Rebel on another.
Yeah, but it does matter because I need to start setting up, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm happy to. Which side do you want? Mate?
Okay, you go the star side. We'll have Darren Bespin side. Bespin champion. let's call it.
So
That makes sense.
right
yeah.
for the champion. Yeah.
Right.
Defending,
okay, so I
defending
will,
the cup, defending Bespin.
Defending the cup, defending Bespin.
That makes sense.
Will you be joining us, Max?
Or do you want to actually get some
Actually, get some X-Wing tonight.
I really don't mind. I could stick around for that.
That is entirely up to you. You know, it is voluntary. This thing. So.
It's absolutely. Yeah, I'll stick around. Sure.
All right then,
Good
three-man
show.
team. I will make space for us. So, Robbins, do you want to scooch in the middle chair?
Slot
Do you
in the middle,
want to
yeah.
move your chair over, Max?
Absolutely.
I will then take up the side. Yeah, that was a nerve-wracking match, but it was really enjoyable.
It's a good one.
I think it's one of the few times I've flown Mick, so it was a nice change of pace. He has. Listen. Hello, yes.
No, he's a good opponent to play against.
He's a good man.